Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 8 of our Great Falls motorcycle trip. Today we are leaving Great Falls and we are heading south to Red Lodge, Montana. It's a beautiful sunny day right now, and right here at Great Falls it's in the low 60s. When we get to Red Lodge, it'll be mostly cloudy and around 70 degrees. It should be a beautiful ride. So today, as we leave Great Falls, we're going to head south on Highway 89 to White Sulphur Springs. We're going to get some breakfast there, and then we're going to head east on Highway 12 and then south on Highway 191 to Interstate 90, or what we call I-90, and we're going to head east a little bit on I-90 and then south on Highway 78 into Red Lodge. As we head to White Sulphur Springs, we're going to go through the Lewis and Clark National Forest, and we've been through that before, heading north from White Sulphur Springs up to Great Falls. This time we're going to be going south. But I just remember last time we went through there, you're up on this farming high plateau area, and then all of a sudden you drop down into this canyon like you didn't even know was there. So that should be a beautiful ride right through there. So hopefully I get you some great videos, some great pictures, and again, well, let's ride. Now we're going along the Missouri River right on my right. It looks pretty high because it almost looks like it's as high as this road. We're going by it like, wow, the river's like right here on my right. And we kind of dip down. I'm like, oh, it doesn't take much to flood this little spot, I don't think. We're gonna have breakfast in White Sulphur Springs this morning. So that is our breakfast destination for the day, I guess. Yeah, for the day. So we're headed south on Highway 89, and I can see why they call Montana the Big Sky Country. Look at these views of, I guess they're wheat fields, maybe alfalfa or hay fields. And all this ranching, farming land. Forever out there. And right now it's all green because they've been getting some rain, but all of this will turn brown. So now we're dropping into the Lewis and Clark National Forest. We're going to kind of go through this valley and canyon area. A few years ago, Rick and I came through here going north, and right now we're going south, but Rick and I came through here going north from White Sulphur Springs going up to East Glacier. And we were just amazed. We didn't realize as you're going along all those fields, all of a sudden there's these canyons and valleys like this that you don't see when you're up on, I guess it's kind of like a plateau area. And we just thought how beautiful it is. I believe this is called the Lewis and Clark National Forest Scenic Byway. It is a scenic byway, and we are in the Lewis and Clark National Forest. There goes the beaver, and here goes the dinosaur. Back down into another little canyon. We just went through a nice pastoral area, and now we're going back into a little canyon area. You see why they call this a scenic byway. in the mid-60s, even upper 60s. We are headed south, but that creek on my right is headed north. I always find it fascinating when creeks go north. I always think of them going south. Pass. I don't know the name of the pass, but we're at 7,400 feet, and on my right is, I think it's called Snowdown. Yep. Oh. On my right is Showdown Mountain, ski area. Well, we got gas here in Harlowton, and then we took a break here, and so now we're gonna head south on Highway 191 toward I-90. We have some crosswinds today, and I'm not sure how strong they are, but they feel pretty strong on the motorcycle. So when we get on Highway 191, it will be at our back, so it'll help our gas mileage. Here at Harlowton they have a locomotive, so at a park right there with it. So there must be a story behind that locomotive. And then they have this upper Veterans Memorial. They have a Veterans Memorial on my right. Looks like a long straight road ahead of us. Another grand vista and another straight road. We now have mountains in front of us. You may not see that on the GoPro, but there's mountains in front of us. They're way off in the distance. And there are mountains to the right of us. We are crossing the Yellowstone River. Wow, I didn't know it was way up here. We are nowhere near Yellowstone at the moment. We're going to get on I-90 and we are west of Billings, Montana. So the Yellowstone River way up here. Getting on I-90 toward Billings, Montana. So we're not going to go all the way to Billings. We're going to get off the freeway for Highway 78. The pump. Well, we got off at I-90 onto Highway 78, which we're going south, which will take us all the way into Red Lodge now. And at the exit is the town of Columbus. And we're going to pass over the Yellowstone River again. Yellowstone River. Straight ahead to Red Lodge. Back to 70 miles per hour. Woohoo! Directions. 25 miles per hour. Woohoo! Now that's a picturesque view of the red barn and the Beartooth Range in the background. The rolling hills here. On my right is the Beartooth Range. Looks like a ski area up on the hill there. Looks like a ski area up there. Whoa, deer! Deer ran in front of Bill. Yeah, a deer ran across the street. Red Lodge Visitor Center on my right, 76 degrees here. So we're going through historic downtown Red Lodge to find our motel for the day. Pretty tawny town here, nice looking. It's a resort type town. Huckleberry caramels. That sounds good. You have to walk around town when we get off the motorcycle. The Yodeler Motel. That's where we're staying tonight. Park in the shade here. Got it made in the shade. Hi everyone. We made it to Red Lodge here and here at the Yodeler Motel.
Yes.
We got here before we could check in. So we walked around town. And we were hoping to find, well, we wanted to get to a steakhouse, but they're all booked up today.
Yeah, very busy place on a Sunday evening, and a short staff, so it was difficult to get a seat. But our friend Bill was able to walk in and actually sat with somebody from the rally, so made a new friend and had a good dinner, and we did fine too. We went next door, had a nice salad, and I got my Pilsner. And so I was happy about that. And
yes, he wanted a Red Lodge Pilsner. They had make a Checkmate Pilsner.
Checkmate Pilsner, yeah.
And so he was able to find that here in town, here in Red Lodge, of course. So
you'd hope so. Yeah.
Hope so. So we had a really nice ride. Great weather all the way through. Pretty much around. Started off kind of in the 60s. Really got cold there in the Lewis and Clark National Forest.
Yes, into the high 50s there, just because down in the valley and it's shaded and very cool through there. But then we got up into the lower 80s once we got up in the higher lands and down further south. And here it was very comfortable all the way down into Red Lodge, though it cooled off as we got here. You know, so talking to family and back in Seattle, and it's 100 degrees, and here it's 73 degrees. It's like,
oh, perfect weather for
perfect.
motorcyclists.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. That's perfect weather. So we've had our dinner and just gonna call it an evening, and then tomorrow over Beartooth Pass.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes.
It's one of those iconic motorcycle routes, and it's going to be probably pretty cold in the morning because it's over 10,000 feet, almost 10,800 I think it is.
Something like that, yeah.
It's
up there.
So yeah, it's going to be chilly.
So we didn't make any scenic stops. The ride was pretty scenic, but we didn't make any scenic stops. So mostly videos today, and I think very few pictures. So I hope you enjoy the videos and what couple pictures you might see. So thank you for watching.